All right, hello everybody. Clausen coming at you tonight. Got a little bit of Module 2 stuff to go over with you. Just want to make sure that everybody gets just a general overview. Remember that if you want a more specific overview to go on to the second slide in the module intro, and Dr. Amy Marcos will give you a far more detailed explanation of how to do every assignment in this course, but also in this particular module. So if we're back in our 394 dashboard and we go to Module 2, let's just go ahead and open that up. You got a couple things that you got to do this week. Let's just check out the overview really quick. So you're going to see here this message from me, but also we've got our overview. You're going to be continuing to secure your internship. Really want you going out there and doing some good brainstorming and searching for different internship possibilities. Remember, it's got to be some sort of organization that already has an established charter or it's already an established business. And you're going to be going in and you're going to be performing this internship to try to help you better understand human-centered design, but to also help the organization in some way, shape, or form. So your objectives are to investigate possible internships further, design and implement a strategy to connect and communicate with potential internship sites through email and phone calls. This will require you to get a little bit creative. A lot of people use spreadsheets, some people use task managers or other types of software, and other people just keep written notes of different organizations that they've reached out to, including that contact information. And then finally, this module, you really will need to dive deeply into human-centered design and explain what human-centered design is and the value of this model. So you got four things that you need to accomplish. You got part 3, investigating and researching possible internships. That's 50 points. And connect and communicate. That's another 50 points. But your HCD activities really, that's a huge piece of this mod for this week. And then, of course, you're going to continue with Yellow Dig. And then one other thing is to note that you will be creating a website using Google Sites, and that'll serve as your portfolio for the remaining classes that you take in this series. So that is actually going to follow you through 3 separate courses. So we're going to go down here. We're going to go on to the next area real quick. So this is going to be the initial and setup and design of your portfolio. Strongly recommend that you use Google Sites. You have free access to the Google Suite of Education through Arizona State University, and you should use those tools. It's stable, it's easy to use, there's tons of documentation on it. I even have another resource that you can use if you reach out and you need some help with that. But again, you're going to need to create the following pages: an introduction, an about me, internship, human-centered design, and these are really just the page titles. You'll add slowly to this. Don't let this overwhelm you. Don't let it freak you out. You're going to add slowly to it. So as long as you create these pages, and then go back and focus on the About Me page this week. That's really where we want you to focus. And then at page 4, your human-centered design is going to be your HCD overview, and you're going to embed the slide template that you're going to see here in just a little bit in this module. Here's your rubric. Make sure that you're checking that before you submit anything. Do that with every single one of your assignments. Let's go on to the next piece. So this slide deck is the one that you're going to have to use to do your human-centered design evaluation. So just as an aside, one of the things that is expected, this is a 300 level class, so there is a fair amount of reading that is involved with this. Make sure that you are doing your reading. Make sure that when you do your responses, that you are using academic level writing and vocabulary. And what I mean by that is that you are incorporating some sort of in-text citations or references to the reading that is relevant that particular unit. You are free to go out and find outside resources. I recommend that you stick with the ones that are coming at you as a part of the module. That way we can really target your thinking and make sure that we see that you are able to articulate the unit objectives clearly and that you've mastered the content. So make sure that you are including references as well as citations. So if you cite something, make sure you put in a reference. You'll see examples here in this slide deck. You'll submit your work into Canvas. You'll have to download this as a PDF and then submit it in Canvas. That is how I will review it, but I will also have to see your portfolio. So you're going to have to embed this Google slide deck in your portfolio as well. And again, if you want detailed instructions on how to do that, just reference Dr. Marcos's video because she goes into it at great length in the next slide. Again, check your rubric. Make sure that you are looking at the assessment and the evaluation instrument here. Make sure that you're going through it before you submit anything. Let's see. Make sure you're continuing with Yellow Dig. It's really important to continue to build that community as an online student. You don't have the luxury of sitting in class with myself and with other students sharing ideas. So I highly recommend that you really spend some good amount of time there in Yellow Dig and challenge people. Make sure that you are sharing your ideas, but also being open to other people's ideas as well. Always support your opinions with relevant resources. All right, and then investigating your internships. Please work with our internship coordinators. Please reach out to Shua or Abel. And they will help you locate an internship. They'll help you with all the processes and paperwork, and make sure to get your SPA agreements started as soon as possible. So yes, you need to make sure that you answer the questions in your template, that they're communicated succinctly, and that you are checking for grammar and spelling. Just another resource for you for part 4, to connect and communicate. You'll review a strategy to communicate with potential internship partners. This is really a way to guide your thinking and guide your process for communicating with those internship partners or those potential internship partners. You will submit your work as a link to the Google Doc. Folks, make sure that whenever you submit anything that's Google, that you share the link appropriately. The easiest way to mitigate the issue of not having the appropriate sharing settings is to create a Google folder in your ASU credentialed drive, and then make sure that that folder has sharing settings that you can that anyone with the link can see it, and then put everything in there. That is the easiest way to do it. So you're going to have to come up with 3 potential internship sites. Please research those thoroughly. You are going to be sticking with this internship for approximately this 7.5-week course, and then 2 semesters after. You're going to spend a grand total, something close to 140 hours at one of these sites. Don't quote me on that 140 hours, though. I want to make sure that I've got that correct. But it is north of 100 hours, so you're going to be spending quite a bit of time in this internship. As always, if you have any questions, please let me know. That's module 3. Let me go back. Please reach out to us on Slack. Please reach out to myself or to any of the co-instructors, Chris Watts or Raylan Clausen. We are happy to work with you. We are happy to meet with you via Zoom. We are happy to contact the internship coordinators on your behalf. We are here for you. You are here to learn and to do your best to dive into the reading, dive into the research, understand human-centered design, and find yourself an internship. So please let us help you with any of the other stuff. Thank you very much, and have a good night.